Hello and welcome back to Jules Math Tools. In our session today, we are calculating the circumference of our circle when we're given the radius, and we're using the circumference formula for the diameter, and our pi is equal to 22/7. And if you're ready to see how this is done, let's get started. So in our example today, we are calculating the circumference of our circle using the diameter formula. And because we're given the radius, that means that to find my diameter, I need to change my radius into the diameter. And remember that our relationship between the diameter and the radius tells us that we get 2 times the length of the radius to equal to our diameter. So that means that to calculate my diameter, whatever my radius is, which in this case is 12, will be multiplied to 2. And we know that when 12 is multiplied to 2, that would equal to 24 meters. Okay, so now that we have the length of our diameter, we can begin calculating our circumference. And we are using the diameter formula, so we'll start by writing out our formula first. And now we're going to apply our substitution, and our equation tells us that pi is 22/7, and that is being multiplied to our diameter of 24. And remember that if you do need to add in the 1 in the denominator for 24, by all means, feel free to do that. However, I will not be doing that in this example. Remember that we're here to grow and improve on our skills, so we will be skipping that step in this example. So now I'm going to multiply my numerator times my numerator. So 22 is going to be multiplied to 24, and that would remain over my denominator of 7. Okay, so let's dive right into our calculations. So we have 22 being multiplied by 24. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 2 is 8. We'll add in a 0 and then begin multiplying by our 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. Let's sum our digits together. So 8 plus 0 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. We'll put our 2, carry the 1. 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. So our circumference so far, plugging this back into our question, we have now 528 over our denominator of 7. And now at this step, we are going to have to move into our long division to get a more accurate calculation of what our circumference is. And remember that with your division, you can take this step by step. You don't have to rush yourself to make sure that you are working at your own pace. So we'll go through our division step by step using each digit. So 7 can't divide into 5 since 5 is less than 7. So we'll add in our 0. 0 times 7 is equal to 0. 5 minus 0 is equal to 5. We'll bring down our 2. Change 5 into 52. 7 divides into 52 7 times. 7 times 7 is 49. When 52 subtracts 49, we will get the difference of 3. We'll bring down our 8, changing 3 into 38. 7 divides into 38 5 times. 5 times 7 is equal to 35. When 38 subtracts 35, we have a difference of 3. At this point, now that we've divided into all of the numbers in our numerator, remember this is where we add in our decimal point behind the dividend, behind our quotient. We're going to now add in the 0, bring down that 0, changing our 3 into 30. And for this example, as always, I will divide to just 2 digits behind the decimal point. You can do 1, you can do 2. It's either way, it's fine. Remember, abide by what your question asks for you to do. But I will go to 2 digits behind the decimal point just to be a little more accurate. So 7 will divide into 28 4 times. 4 times 7 is 28. When 30 subtracts 28, we will get the difference of 2. We'll add in our last 0, change our 2 into 20. 7 divides into 20 twice. 2 times 7 is equal to 14. And when 20 subtracts 14, we will get the difference of 6. So for this question, we are going to end there with our calculations, and we will say that our circumference is equal to 75 and 42 hundredths, and our measurement is meters, and I will include that is the 2 decimal places. Okay, so there you have it. We just calculated the circumference of our circle when we were given the diameter formula using the radius, and our pi is equal to 22/7. So remember that for these type of questions, there are a lot of rules that you will have to apply, including changing your radius to your diameter and then going through the regular steps that you will have to calculate your circumference. But as always, practice makes perfect. So make sure that you get some practice in, and we'll see you right here in the next video on Joe's Math Tools, where we make math easy.